Cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. Double up. Late time. 6 in the evening when I'm recording. Let's see what time I put it out. So today, it popped up on my feed. There was a channel, a smaller channel. I forgot the name, and he put out a video. I think his name was G Rider. Go ahead and check him out. Support the channel. You know me, I'm down with supporting smaller channels. But he put out a video today, and he said it was of the Pelican Bay Riot of 2000. He said it was the raza against the blacks. And it's not his fault. You know, he's a youngster, and he's putting out content. And I'm not trying to shit on him. I just want to set the record straight. You can easily see the date on the video. That date, those incidents had zero to do with raza. So those of you that have been on the channel for a while, first of all, I was there for all these incidents. All those incidents you see on that video that he's showing, check him out. Go ahead and show him support. Give him a like. Subscribe to his channel. But what happened was, because he asked a few questions. You know, he said, you know, hey, there they go. It's the raza and the blacks, he said. And he said, vatos are jumping fences. He had a question. He said, I don't understand how the cops got there so fast, because whatever riot he was in, he said the riot he was in, they took their time. So with this video, we're gonna clarify stuff. You guys go ahead and check it out. It's good stuff. I would have played the video, but I'm assuming he's not monetized, because the video he's playing has music, and if you don't own that music, you can't get hit by YouTube for playing it. I could have played it with the music volume all the way down, but I don't know if there's anything embedded, so I'm not taking any chances. But it is actual footage. But however, those of you that have been on the channel know that I've talked about, prior to the Mexicans and blacks, the Southern Mexicans and blacks getting into it in Pelican Bay in 2000, there was an incident that occurred on August 31st, 1999 between the whites and the blacks. Okay, and the videos that he's showing are actually, if you look, you can see the date. The riot between the Southerners and the blacks was on February 23rd, 2000. These are all prior to that. These are all incidents that had to do with the war between the whites and the blacks. It's interesting. Go ahead and check it out. You will see at one point when he says, "Oh, they're jumping the fence." I personally know the guys that were jumping the fence. They were in my building. Those were white dudes jumping the fence because the blacks hadn't been released on their side of the yard, so they jumped the fence to go and get blacks on the other side of the yard. It was a crazy thing, man. So for clarification, we cleared that up. It was whites and blacks. It had to do with their incident that started between a JCAT and a Crip on August 31st, 1999. It was spilling into 2000, right before the big thing happened. And you see, they were getting busy. Everybody was getting busy. That was Pelican Bay. That's just how it was, you know. And wow, my gunshots ain't working. Gee, God, I tried like 5 times. Triggers jammed up or something. But when you see what's going on, I want to tell you this. I've said this before, and I want to make it abundantly clear. So, because there were people in the comments that were saying, "Hey, I thought that riot was bigger." What was happening is the whites and blacks were on lockdown. The Southerners and the others were the only ones off lockdown. And what they were doing was called controlled releases. So they would release cell 101, 201, 102, 202. And that was in 3 building and 4 building and 8 building, right? And they would just release one cell at a time until it cracked off, and then it was slammed down for the day, and then tomorrow, do it again. That was real warfare. That wasn't one of those lock them down for a year and, you know, everybody gets away scot-free. No, this was something that they decided, the administration decided, there's not a lot of whites here. Run yard every fucking day and get them all out of here. And that's what they did. They got all the whites out of there that were really with it, that really wanted to do it. And when those guys were gone, the only whites left were the ones that waved the flag and told the blacks, okay, it's all over. And then that's when the big thing happened, right? But all the woods and the skins that did their thing, that's just one glimpse into it. So I want to give you another little glimpse into how scandalous these cops were. So, like I said, they would release cell 101, 201, 102, 202 until the shit jumped. So the first two or three cells could have been Southerners, or Southerners and whites, and they don't hit a black until, cell 205 or something like that, right? But I'll never forget when they would release us during those controlled unlocks. All of the CO and all of the COs, all the correction officers in Pelican Bay, 99.9% of them were white, right? And when we would go out there, so the Southerners would come out and go straight to their area, boom, sit down at the table. The others would come out and go straight to their table. The whites would post up on the fence for the most part. The blacks would come out and post up on the fence. It seemed like both groups would just wait till they saw who they wanted, who their target was, and boom, they would rush either side, whatever, right? But the one thing that stood out to me, and I'm going to let you guys in, I've said it before, those of you that missed it, I'm saying it again. The cops were standing out there, some of them, not all of them, some of them were standing out there with towels in their hand. One hand would have a towel that was dripping water. And the shit would jump. Boom! It would go. Right? These people were going at it, knives, whatever. And I have to keep it real. I always do. The COs would spray the blacks. Try not to spray the white. From what we saw, they would try not to spray the whites. They would spray the blacks. And it seemed as though if they saw, like, if a black had his neck cut, they would spray his neck. And guess what the white towel was for? The white towel. Guess what the wet towels were for, people? If they sprayed a white dude, they would wipe his face off with the wet towel. We couldn't believe it. Like, we were sitting in our tables and watching, and we're like, or like in our bar area, and we're like, wow, this is some racist ass shit. So, it was an ugly thing, but I just wanted to clarify, you guys, like, again, go check out his channel. I think his name is G Rider. It says Pelican Bay Riot, and it is not really a riot, but it is Pelican Bay warfare, but it's not between the Mexicans and blacks whatsoever. That didn't happen. You can go and you can look that up. That one was on February 23rd of 2000. And you see a whole lot, and the only thing they show is really the basketball court. They don't show everything. The ones he's showing are different parts of the yard, and those have to do with the whites and blacks, again, from an incident between a white J-Cat and a Crip. And it led to a lot of unnecessary violence and bloodshed, which led up to the big riot in February. And at the end of the day, I was talking to somebody the other day, and I said, I could tell stories. I would not. But I could tell stories of, this incident occurred and this group won and that group lost. But when you get in your mindset of being out here and you're looking at the bigger picture, how the fuck you win? Right? Like, you win. Okay, so you won that battle and you went back to the same size cell as the next guy. You still lost. You're still in the cell. Only now you might be facing another life sentence, a death penalty case, whatever it is. So that's my video for today. I will probably be going live in a little while. Hold on, I don't know what's going on with my mouse. Charged it, it's acting up. But hopefully you guys find this interesting. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them. I'm out of here. This is getting ridiculous at this point.